Welcome back to another episode of Growing Roses. In today's video, we are going to see how pots affect your rose growth. So here I have this. Let us discuss the Desi roses and its growth as of now, so that we understand the hybrids later. And this is a Desi rose, and it is in a 10-inch pot. The soil potting mix is as usual: coco peats, the red soil, and alluvial soil. It's a mixed composition of a lot of different composts, and here it is. And it's been about 4 months now, and this is the rapid growth that I'm looking at it. And you see there is a lot of buds in here, a lot of fresh blooms, and it is summer here in Chennai, and it is super hot. And these are the results that I get in a 10-inch pot. So you see, it's a small tiny 10-inch pot with an equivalent height. So this is the size of the pot, and it's just the double of that one. Now let's see what happens if I pot the same thing in a larger barrels here. So this barrel is about 16 inches. You get 16, 21 and 27 inches. And so you see the same thing, but with a very rapid growth here. A lot of the gardeners would say that you're not supposed to pot a small plant in a bigger container because it's going to waste a lot of water, lots of nutrition and all that. But we need to understand one thing very clearly: what is the fertilization process that you're going to take care of? Is it organic or is it chemical? Now this is the Desi rose, and look at the height, guys. It's this is the 16-inch pot here, and the height is literally the double, triple of it. So even the thickness of the branch is a bit thicker in a wider range, and this is the growth that I get. And this has been just 3 months. Yes, 3 months, because those are the ones that I have bought a very earlier one, and later after a month I potted this. But you see the rapid growth over here. So this is how it is. And I don't use chemical. I would be, but till now, till date, for the past 4 months, I haven't been using any chemicals over here. It's completely organic, with chicken compost and kitchen waste compost and cow dung manure, and that's the result that you get, guys. And if you think we don't want to get into organic and it's more chemical, it would give us a lot of blooms, you're most welcome. But for the chemical ones, you need to go with the smaller containers, and with the idea that I would be starting my journey of breeding roses with the chemical ones. I started with these 8-inch pots, but what happened is that this is again, let me show you this. Now here I have been using a different composition of soil mix, and just because of the soil mix, the nutrition, the supplements, and for the root growth, it's been better. So that's the result of the root growth, guys. So this has been just 2 months, and smaller container, you get a double of the height of the bloom. And this the baby plant that I got was just this height. As a proof, you see here, just this much. This was the height of 10 to 15 centimeters tall. This is the mother plant that I got, but after then, because of this particular potting mix with not much fertilizers, just the vermicompost with rice husk and a bit coco peat, okay, and you get this sort of a growth. And it's not just this. A lot of plants would not get that height, and that's the truth. Now this is again, now all of these 17 roses that you see in a row, the tiny pots, all of 8 inches pots, you get this sort of roots. A lot of I got blooms as well, but the growth, if you see, a lot of branches that you get, a lot of buds I'm getting over here. But here, instead of buds, what I have is I have buds and every branches at the same time. It has its own height. So that's the huge difference that you see when you change the system of selecting the pots. Alright, so I have 16 inches, I have 12 inches, and I have 8 inches, and I also have 10 inches, and that's the difference that you get. And all of them is with you using organic fertilization, no chemicals at all, not even Epsom salt. All right, I'm not using any of those chemicals or packeted ones. I'm using just the kitchen waste compost and the other manures that I could get very easily, and that's the growth that I have. If you have any other questions, do comment and I would be happy to answer you all. A lot of you guys have been asking me to post in native languages, and yes, I would be starting new channels sooner in Hindi and Tamil, so you guys get a clear idea. And roses makes me happy more than the flowers. It's the buds and it's the leaves. See how beautiful those are. So it just makes my day. And here I have a bit of blooms and all that. So what happens is that when you have a wider barrel, it's very easy to make to disturb the soil surface on the top layer. So there's a lot of aeration that goes on underneath. So it's really easy to fertilize, it's easy to mix the soil up and down, and you get that. If it is a smaller containers, the thing is that sometimes you tend to disturb the root ball and the plant might die for a lot of new rosarians. All right, so if you are very passionate of roses, do subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting a lot of recent ones. So till then, take care. Bye bye.